folks at home that have been watching these races, you may be looking at it and saying, I could do that. I'll tell you what, these sleds, they get up to 100 miles per hour out there, and it's not an easy thing to control them.
These guys are entering these corners at right around the 100-mile-an-hour mark, and there's so much bite into these sleds. The G-forces are unbelievable. Upper body strength is so important. Fighting the bumps, fighting the snow dust. It looks easy, but believe me, it's not an easy task.
And you see the 12 Champ 440 sleds making their way onto the track right now as we speak. They're getting ready, and it's going to be quite a ceremony and a little bit of pomp and circumstance before the race gets underway. Ted Otto, the flagman, will keep the annual tradition and go and interview every one of the drivers. We will actually carry that as soon as Ted is in place and ready to go. We'll let you know the field for this race. Mike Cool, number 22, will be in the area. He's actually dubbed as the favorite, 2-to-1 odds, according to our big tip sheet that we've been given. Dave Wall is in there. If he can get his sled going, he should be a force to be reckoned with. A three-time world champion. He's number 74. Terry Wall, number 47. You saw him win a couple of races back. Jack Villeneuve, number 96. Jim Schmidt out of Cleveland, Wisconsin, will be number 79. Larry Day, number 15, out of Seabrook, New Hampshire. Norman Pelote, number 57. Chris Van Doler, number 99. Keith Wojciechowski, number 16. Jeff Ludwig, number 21. Shane Wall is also in there, along with Dale Loritz. That is your field of the 12 sleds. And right now, you kind of see them just going back and forth up and down the track. What is that all about?
They're just trying to get a little bit of time on the machines, making sure they know they've got a little bit of time when they get to the line here. If they sense that there's a slight problem, their mechanics will be there to fix it before the green flag drops.
Now they're going to go down into the turn 4 and then make their way to the line, and they're all going to shut off their engines, and that's when Ted Otto is going to do the interviews with each driver. That's a dangerous thing to do.
It really is, because these machines are so tuned. I mean, they're right to the max. And they're finicky. You shut them off. These guys don't know if they're going to start again. Much the same as Dave Wall's sled didn't start for the Formula One final.
As a driver, is that something that you really kind of have bad feelings about, having to turn it off?
Yeah, as a driver, when you pulled onto this racetrack, you wanted to go racing. And, you know, even though this was part of the deal, you had the meeting and so on and so forth, we wanted to go racing.
No doubt about it. We are just about ready for racing, and we are just about ready for the introductions. Do you see the sleds making their way to the line? We're going to be quiet now so you can listen in as track flagman Ted Otto will interview the field for the World Championship of Snowmobiling. Let's go trackside.
Thank you for the great music, legend George Lubinsky of Legend Sound. Our final 12 racers for this feature race here this afternoon are on the line. At this point, we're going to go down to Derby flagman Ted Otto. We're going to hear a little bit from each one of these racers before we send them off. Ted.
Here are the top 12 drivers ready to go in our 25-lap main event here today, which is the World Championship event, the 35th running of the Eagle River Derby. And here's the way they qualified for fast time, and let's go over to the pole position and talk to the drivers as they're going to come out. We're in here in 10th position order. At this time, here is Terry Wall. Terry Wall qualified in the last chance qualifier late yesterday afternoon to be the last one in the top 10. Our congratulations to you, Terry.
Thank you.
Terry's from Greenbush, Minnesota, running with the Wall Brothers team, and we wish you the very best of luck. Good luck, Terry.
Thanks, Dad.
We move over to machine number 22. It's from Wyoming, Minnesota. Here's a man who's been in Victory Circle numerous times. Since this race was a twin-track Formula One race, he was not in it. But now it's back to single tracks, and this man says, I'm going after the championship. Mike Cool.
Yeah, it's nice to have an opportunity for the World Championship, Ted.
All right, congratulations for making the field, and best of luck.
Thanks.
We move over to the teammate of the man sitting over here in the first spot. Here is Uncle Dave. This is Dave Wall on machine number 74 from Greenbush, Minnesota. We wish you the best of luck, Dave.
We'll be there.
This is a man who is attempting to win the 4th World Championship. Two of the guys here have 3. He wants 4. Good luck.
Sounds easier said than done.
All right. Here's the guy right next to him that's the other three-time winner, and he also wants 4. He's from St. Cuthbert, Quebec, and he's riding machine number 96, Mr. Jacques Villeneuve. Jacques, are you going to let Dave get in front of you?
Well, we're going to try so he's not getting at it right away, so maybe both of us can race for it. Who knows?
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Moving over to machine number 79 from Cleveland, Wisconsin. Here's a man who's been in the race many, many times, but he's going to try it on a single track this year for the first time, Mr. Jim Schmidt. Good luck to you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Ted.
Moving over one more is machine number 21, and plug your ears because he's got a ton of fans up there. Number 21 from Freedom, Wisconsin is Jeff Ludwig. Jeff, back in it one more time and see what you can do on a single track.
Yeah, we're going to give her a hell of a try, Ted.
You all set with these guys?
Yes, we are. And I forgot last night to thank Mike Wienert for a hell of a motor.
Congratulations for making it in here, and we wish you the best of luck. Also from Greenbush, Minnesota, got himself a new ride this year, picking up for an injured driver, got on a hot... This is Keith Wojciechowski. Keith, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Ted.
Wojo is on machine number 16. Here is a machine number 57 from St. Félicien, Quebec. This man has been in numerous races, and we're going to see what he can do in the World Championship. This is Normand Pilote. Good luck, Normand.
Thank you, Ted.
We move further to the outside from Annan, Ontario. Machine number 99 is Dad raced for you. But now this young man's going to give it a try. This is Chris Van Dolder. Chris, good luck.
Thanks, Ted.
He's been here many times. He's going to try it one more time. From Seabrook, New Hampshire, first time ever in the championship event. Been to Eagle River a couple of times before, a couple of years, and says, I'm going to give that a try. This is Larry Day.
Thank you, Ted.
Good luck to you. The two guys that qualified to make it to the back row are back here. Here's a man we want to have a word with. Well, we'll catch as we work our way back here. The first man here says that he now lives in Conroe, Texas.
I guess so.
Man, what's a Conroe, Texas guy doing on a snowmobile?
Greenbush was too close.
Oh, okay. We're going to ride number 64, and that's another Wall machine. This is Shane Wall. Good luck.
Thanks, Ted.
And this man, we're going to have a question of, you've a little spill out there in the Formula One race, so we're concerned about your shoulder. How's it doing?
That feels good, Ted.
Is it all right?
Yep.
Didn't dislocate it or anything?
No, it feels good.
We don't normally see you with that kind of problem, and we hope we don't see that here, and we hope your shoulder doesn't bother you at all. Two-time champion, did it 2 years in a row, going for it again, Dale Loritz.
Thank you, Ted.
Good luck, Dale. Gentlemen, please come forward.
All right, so there you have it. Ted Otto doing the interviews with the 12 drivers vying for the World Championship of Snowmobiling here, a 25-lap event. And really the field, minus a couple guys that you expected to see here, Gary.
Yes, I really, you know, one guy was Brian Sturgeon that I thought would be in the field. I really expected him to be there. The other guy, his brother Bruce, had a problem, crashed in a heat race and couldn't get it fixed in time to be able to qualify.
And we saw Terry Wall win earlier here today, but he barely qualified last night.
Yeah, he was, I don't know if Terry was putting on a show for us or what he was doing. He was really having his problems. Terry is really hoping that all of his problems happened last night. They're all gone by the wayside, and he's ready to go 25 laps here.
Does a bad qualifying stick with you, or is it something that's easy to put out of your mind?
Sticks with you up until today. Today, then it's totally, you forget about it totally. It bothers you a bit last night when they were prepping the sleds for today's race, maybe a bit this morning, but no, once things start to happen, you forget all about that.
And we're talking a little bit about the Champ 440 sleds. This is the first year that they've switched over to exclusively using those in the World Championship. And what's the reasoning for that?
Well, I think it was all the manufacturers build this type of equipment, and I think they wanted to get back to more manufacturer involvement, to see more brand machines out on the racetrack. And it's a big change, going back to single tracks where they were years and years ago with the 440 engines, and virtually the same engine you saw in the Formula One sleds. But back to open it up and hopefully more competitors, more manufacturer participation.
And we're getting ready for them to restart their sleds. Hopefully they're all going to restart. They actually let the crew chief start the sleds up.
Yeah, they don't trust the drivers for anything in this game. I mean, the driver, once they put them on it and go, but no, the crew get it all prepared and ready to go. There are a few drivers that that do actually work on the machines in this sport, but they're not trusted.
And they're going to do a warm-up lap, I'm also being told now. Is that just to get the engines reheated and get them back to where they should be for race time?
Yeah, they want a little heat built into these engines, and they've now cooled down from sitting out there. They will get some heat back into them and be ready to go.
And there's the roar of the engines as they get them started here, and don't know from our position whether or not all 12 of them started up. We hope that is the case. We would hope that would allow a smooth race. Talk a little bit about, you've got Dale Loritz and Shane Wall starting behind the 10 in the front. How much of a disadvantage is that to be starting out of that back position like that?
It is a bit of a disadvantage, but to these guys, I mean, they've got 25 laps to make it up. If this was a 10-lap race, forget. I mean, your chances of winning from the back are very slim. 25 laps. I expect to see Dale Loritz. Hopefully he didn't hurt himself in that earlier crash, and I plan on seeing Dale up there battling.
All right, so we are going to throw it back up to the tower now. We're getting ready for racing. Let's join Chris Oatman and Jeff Litcher up in the tower, the track announcers. As the racers head out for their final warm-up lap, we join Jeff and Chris.
Competitors at heart. A lot of these guys not only race these snowmobiles, they race motorcycles, they race cars. True competitors out here, and you better believe they want it really bad.
I got to think that this may come down to a race between Terry Wall, Dave Wall, and Mike Cool, but it'll be interesting to see. We've said that the last 2 years that we thought Terry Wall and Dave Wall were the class of the field, and both times Terry went out to a lead, and both times he was unable to finish the race. Finished a disappointing 11th, I think 2 years ago, and 12th last year. Dave came through and won the championship last year.